And looking ahead to next week at the markets, Brad, we have Fed Chair Jerome Powell will be at Jackson Hole for a symposium there. Perhaps that might have an impact on how he feels about tapering, or what will you be looking out for?
Yeah, I think that's what everybody's going to be looking for. In fact, I was just reading today, Rob Kaplan, who's the president of the Dallas Fed. He's been one of the biggest kind of outspoken, vocal, proponents of a taper sooner rather than later. And he was just talking this morning on TV about how, the economic picture is changing before his eyes, and he's willing to sort of change his thoughts based on the economic picture. And so, yeah, people are really looking at this. And I mean, it could be that if Powell doesn't do much, doesn't say much about, or makes it clear that tapering will be triggered, keyed to the economy, that'll be a signal that they're not going to taper as soon as some people might have thought.
Which could mean more green candles.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it's the irony.
But at the same time, the House comes back into session, and they'll be looking at the infrastructure bill, this $1 trillion infrastructure bill that was passed by the U.S. Senate. And in it has a provision on brokers and whether or not that may include miners, validators, the way that it is being interpreted, that it could be interpreted right now. It could include entities traditionally not considered brokers. And so nevertheless, there's a growing list of congressmen who have spoken out saying that they do not support any interpretation of the language to suggest that non-brokers will be included in tax reporting requirements for crypto tax purposes. And that includes Representative Anna Eshoo, as well as Patrick McHenry. So there's bipartisan support in trying to limit, or rather interpret, the language so that it does not rope in minors into these broker tax reporting rules. But we'll see how that plays out next week.
And coders.
All right, and coders.